Hi, my name is Kiki if you are new here. So I wanted to do an updated tattoo tour because I got new tats and I'm obsessed with them, and I get compliments on my tattoos everywhere I go. So obviously I had help with a professional artist who made such beautiful designs. I did a tattoo tour over a year ago, and obviously I got more since then. If you have seen that first video, let me know, that'd be kind of cool. Since it's been a while since I posted, I figured I could just do a little life update as well, but let's get into the tattoos. Okay, so I changed into a shirt that would make seeing my tattoos a bit more noticeable. So I definitely went with a theme for all of my tattoos. All of my tattoos are more on the feminine, spiritual side, but most of them have a bit of a meaning, not super meaningful, but there's a reason why I picked them. So we are gonna start off with my hands because they are probably my favorite tattoos of all time. I have always been obsessed with hand tattoos. Got some makeup on my hand. So on each of my fingers, you can see the moon phases right here, and they all kind of match. It's kind of like getting lettering, but instead it's the phases of the moon, which is something that I'm just obsessed with the moon. I'm a Cancer. I know that might sound stupid, but I've just always had a draw to the moon. You'll be able to tell with the amount of moons I have on my body. I think I might have like 13 moons on my body, which is kind of crazy, but so those are my first tattoos ever, were these finger tattoos. And then right here is a star constellation. I saw this picture on Pinterest. I think it's the Big Dipper. Most people are like, is that the Big Dipper? And I was like, I don't know. Like, it looks pretty, so I just got it. So I'm pretty sure it's the Big Dipper. And then beside it is the sun right there and the moon, which represents masculine and feminine energy. The sun is male energy. The moon is feminine energy. However, the sun looks more feminine, but whatever. Again, it's just kind of sticking with the theme here of like space, planets. This one has more spiritual meaning as well. And then for like these little designs, these were all designed by the tattoo artist, like these little dots here, just to kind of, they kind of look like stars, to like stick with the theme. Like this one looks like a half sun, which I thought was really pretty. And then ignore the makeup on my hand. And then for this hand, it's a bit of a different theme because I decided to go with this beautiful, beautiful fountain. How pretty is that fountain? And then this moon, kind of the way we decided to do it is obviously there's water dripping down, and this kind of looked a little bit like water dripping down. I just really loved this design and we needed to put it somewhere. Yeah, sticking with the theme a little bit with some stars, but this little heart she designed, and I'm obsessed with this heart. And then the half suns are kind of matching, so there's a bit of like a matching vibe, even though they're a bit different. And then these designs aren't as starry since this hand is a bit of a different theme, but like again, some of them are matching side by side. But yeah, everywhere I go, everybody always compliments my hand tattoos, and I like how noticeable they are. That's why I like hand tattoos, is because you can't hide them. So the next one we're gonna do is the one on my neck here. It's a feather. I've always wanted a neck tattoo, but like I've been just too nervous to get one right here. I feel like that might be a bit much. So I decided to go here. And this is a matching tattoo I have with my family. It just represents our ethnicity. We're mixed, and all of the women in my family have this, and I think it's really cute. We all have it in different places. And then I saw a girl on Instagram who had like something similar to this right here, and I thought it added to her outfits, whatever she wore. And the reason why I was like, okay, I need to get this is because, like, for example, if I wear a shirt like this, it's kind of like an accessory. It's kind of like what a necklace would do. So I think if I'm ever wearing low cut shirts or shirts that show a bit of this area, I think it's such a cute little tattoo that like adds to whatever shirt you're wearing. So next one is this moon. Why? Because I love the moon. All right, my dog's name is Moon. I have a Frenchie mom, Moon. He's right there. I'm just always, I don't know what it is about the moon, but anyways. And then I got this like little Victorian window. It's got the moon and the stars. And one thing about me is I've always loved like Victorian, vintage decor. I've always thought it was so beautiful. I've always been attracted to like Victorian era decor. And then I wanted to just combine it with my other passion, if you can call it a passion, is like space, which is the moon and the stars. So I thought that was a really cute tattoo. Okay, so the next one. That one is a sage tattoo. So again, kind of relates to this one with our ethnicity. I love sage. I always use sage to protect myself if I'm ever feeling like not myself, or if I have no energy, or if I've watched a horror movie and I'm just a little scared after. I watched a video one time and it was like, your tattoos do have, I don't know how they explained it. It was a little kind of woo-woo, but it was like, they hold an energy, they hold an intention, so be careful what you tattoo on your body. And I was like, I kind of like that idea, even if it's not true or doesn't make sense. So I decided that if I got a sage tattoo, that I'd be able to sage my energy, protect my energy everywhere I went. Do I think that it does that? Do I think that it works? No, not really. I gotta light up my real sage, but like I thought it was a cute little fun thing. So next one is this candle. Again, with the Victorian vibe. I love a good old candle, like just like a wax falling off the candle type of vibe. I don't want these like vanilla chai modern looking day candles. Like I love an oldie, scentless. I want to hold my candle in the window and be like, who goes there? That's the type of vibe I want my candles to have. So I decided I'm gonna tattoo one on my body. And then we got some angel wings here. I got these angel wings because I like to think of humans, us, as kind of like little earth angels, you know? Come down here, run around like headless chickens. And I also just like archangels. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of an archangel, but I think they're cool. Do I think any of this stuff is true? Who knows? But I think it's cool, so I tattooed it on my body. And then the next tattoo I'm gonna show you is my spirit animal. This little crow here, he's holding a little dandelion. This is my spirit animal. I've always just found that if ever I was going through something and I was like sad or crying, a blackbird would present itself to me. And it just happened enough times where I was like, I'm just gonna make it my spirit animal. So every time I see one and I'm sad, I'm like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. And then I tattooed this crystal ball. It's upside down for you. My least favorite tattoo. I think psychics are cool. I don't rely on them. I don't go to them often, but I think it's a beautiful gift if it is true. And I myself use tarot cards. I love tarot cards. I just love the divination, the fun of it. It's not that serious. So I wanted to get something to like dedicate my appreciation for people that have intuitive or psychic abilities, or people that are just really in tune. And I was thinking of doing tarot cards, but I was like, I don't want to put like cards on my arm. So I got a crystal ball. I don't hate it. There's meaning to it, but I don't use crystal balls. I've never thought I never use them in any type of way. I think that's all I have. Sometimes you forget. I think I've shown you all my tattoos. Future me here, I was editing in bed and realized I missed 2 tattoos, so I'm gonna quickly go over them. So this is March 14th of 1964. That is my father's birthday. My dad is just my favorite person in the world because we're just very, very similar. We have the same personalities, and we also dealt with very strong personalities in our family. So like we kind of had each other. So yeah, I just grew a really good bond with him. And so this was my very, very first tattoo ever. And then it was the moon phases. I just forgot about this one. And then the other one I forgot about was this. I'm actually not too sure what these are. I think they might be lavender. I just wanted to get a floral and kind of just pretty up the tattoo space. And I saw this one and I thought that was cute. It wasn't too like flowers, kind of a little mixture of like both. And I think it's like a flower that like you don't really get sick of. It's not like, I don't know, too much. But hey, that's it. I was going to get a female like Greek statue, like the armless ones, the headless ones, while I was getting my hand tattoos, but I was like, I'm done. I don't want to sit here any longer. So there's definitely more I want to add to the theme of this. I definitely want to add more like sculptures, statues. Like this is kind of like a statue. This is meant to be like one of those older Greek type of statue vibes. So thank you for sticking around if you are still here, and if you care, I'm gonna do some life updates if you're wondering how things are going. I know I disappeared for a bit, but I moved. If you can tell, the background is different. It's a bit messy. This is my room. I currently am living in a basement suite. Well, it's not a basement suite, it's just a basement. I have to go upstairs to use the kitchen and stuff like that. But I moved in with my old roommate. Me and her, we were roommates a few years ago. And then I decided to move back in with her. And I've been here for about a month and a few weeks. And I'm really liking it. It's a lot different than apartment life. I've been in an apartment for God knows how long, like forever. I went from downtown city life to neighborhood, and it's a bit of an adjustment. I like it. Obviously, I don't want it to be forever because there are no windows in this basement, and I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes. There is one window in the laundry room, but it's shut with doors, so it's like there's a really small window in the basement, but it's just like nowhere near here. So I feel like I'm not getting as much vitamin D, as well as I will be trying my best to start posting consistently on here, because there was a while there where Stella lost her groove. Okay, I just didn't feel passion for anything. I kind of lost it all. I just didn't have that drive to work towards anything. I didn't feel like anything was worth it. And I'm getting my groove back. I'm getting some energy. I'm getting my passion, the feelings of passion back. And one thing about YouTube is YouTube does make me really happy. I really like posting. It's just hard to post when your body doesn't have an ounce of passion for anything ever. And when you know I've lost passion for YouTube, that's when you know it's bad, because that's like the one thing that I love to do. So I am making it a consistent goal to try start posting more. I am experimenting still a little bit with content. I do want to lead towards more like beauty related content, like makeup, skincare, fashion, tips, things like that. I hope you guys all have a really good holidays. Hope to see you guys more often. That's everything for my life updates. I'll see you around, hopefully.